Welcome to Nameless Debate Radio, where radioactivity is contagious. You can join us in broadening our minds on the Nameless Debates Discord via the link below and even feature here yourself, if you've got what it takes.
But we see that there is a threshold, so it's like, we're like these philosophers were pretty old who came up with pretty interesting stuff. So like we have to come up with more interesting stuff. I mean, we as the universe.
It's pretty cool that we're the universe mapping itself.
If there is a
Yes,
universe,
and there's this tension of mortality, which is pretty fun.
Did you say if there is a universe, bro?
Yeah.
You sicken me. How dare you?
Yeah. So yeah, no,
No absurdism around here, man.
no, I'm happily absurdist. But yeah, I focus on the argumentative clarity and precision using formal logic, conceptual analysis, mathematics, natural sciences. The idea
Linguistic clarity can get you so far.
Clarification clarification leads to clearer answers, but it also tells you which questions are garbage. And I think some things you discover to be garbage are concepts like crude. Right?
But dude, there's a difference between linguistic clarification and like connecting conceptual notions, right? If you're better at connecting conceptual notions, you'll have a bigger network of understanding. That's all it is.
Yeah, by default, right? So the person who can connect across.
No, but that is all it is.
If you can connect anarcho-fascism and make it work, you will have more ideas than I do, right? Because I can't connect it. But that doesn't mean that you are doing anything meaningful or valuable, right? You can connect contradictions all day long.
Creating a conceptual boundary called your identity. You're saying you are bound to, like,
I'm saying that
school of.
If you could, like, if you want to really expand your conceptual territory, right? Simply violate the principle of non-contradiction, because when you do,
or just take some psychedelics.
Yeah, maybe. No. Violating the principle of non-contradiction is way better.
Nope. I don't think so. I think
dude. No, you just make the principle of explosion your fundamental axiom, and you're good to go.
Yeah, just boom.
That's better than psychedelics, Terrence. It's not like you get to like see like what reality could be if you didn't see it the way you do. It's like
wave. You're riding the initial wave. Yes, I understand, but I want the fringes. That's what I want.
Terrence.
Yeah, this is fun. But like, the principle of explosion is your friend. You want all the ideas, then boom. Get all the ideas.
Midnight is right. You get all the ideas with the principle of explosion. You miss some ideas with the psychedelic experience. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I mean, think about the idea of explosion on psychedelics, right?
Dude,
I mean,
it's not improved. It's the same.
I mean,
no, because we're talking, Terrence. We're talking about in principle, not phenomenologically instantiated. In principle, the principle. Listen, in principle, the principle of explosion opens all ideas.
Yes, but it can be probed in other states of consciousness more.
That's not the point. No, I don't accept that. Having access to all ideas is having access to the maximum amount of ideas.
Yeah, yes, but all ideas.
Yes. That's a definitional value. Like you give it a set, right? But to go through the nuances, right? You need a catalyst.
Okay, I mean, sure. I mean, in terms of your personal practice, yeah, sure. LSD and the explosion. Boom. That'll be some crazy times.
Yeah, dude. Especially if you involve a mirror into the equation.
How about this? What if the LSD actually impairs your ability to fully experience the principle of explosion, therefore limiting the set of ideas?
That would be more interesting, because that would, concentrate consciousness more
You can't have it both ways. I was trying to like figure out which way this goes, right? You're taking it both ways.
I
It's
can
like,
have both
you know,
ways, dude.
I take
But
you just want to take LSD, just do it. God damn you.
Yeah.
Just forget the principal explosion, just go shoot up some stuff. I don't care anymore.
I'm
Shoot up,
against
bro. Shoot up with LSD, my dude. That's it.
Yeah,
But
just
I would-
inject the meth, please.
That's one of my death wishes, like to mainline LSD while I'm dying.
Wait, dude, did you actually know that
Like
Aldous
Huxley.
Huxley did that?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Ah,
yes.
dude,
Huxley
yeah.
did.
Nah, I
Okay,
want to do that
dude.
as well.
That
That's
was
dope.
OG, dude. I want to
Yeah,
do
dude,
that.
I agree. That's fucking sick, man.
I
Yeah.
want to go tripping.
His wife said it was really peaceful, actually.
Yes.
Probably is. I mean, how depends on the state he's in.
No, because if you've taken it a few times before, it's not that
Yeah.
intimidating, man.
Okay.
I imagine the effects would be
To
instant.
go out in lysergia, dude. Like, imagine that.
The effects are, like, they come on very quickly, but if you've done it before, it's not frightening.
But pragmatically think, like, he chose his state of consciousness where he goes out, right? And, like, not many people have done that before.
I mean,
In that circumstance,
how about
like,
Terrence? I'm gonna elevate that, right? Why not get a sniper to shoot your head with a 50 caliber? Now the trick is Aldous Huxley. He's good, right? He chooses his state as he slips into death, but you just vaporize. See, way cooler.
Yes. but it is way cooler. But you can choose. It's like who you are is what you pick and what you reject, right? So you have to pick something and you have to reject others.
Right? Maybe. Okay.
So you have to pick something and I have to pick something else.
So Terrence, it sounds to me like you need to inject all the drugs, like just all.
No,
of them,
dude, I'm
right?
against opioids, man. I don't like
Oh,
opioids.
okay. Everything but opioids.
No,
opioids.
cocaine's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, dude, I don't
Okay.
like it. It's so bad.
No cocaine. Why are you making these choices against all these drugs?
Dude, cocaine destroys your prefrontal cortex.
You're gonna die anyway. Like
It just
No,
makes you super sober.
like it erodes your prefrontal cortex.
Who needs that? It's just impulse control.
Well, I mean, I guess if you're the sort of person who wants to check if we are like similar to monkeys, maybe you want that.
Dude, they give like I want to research about dolphins and then giving them acid.
That's pretty cool, dude.
That's
Like their linguistic systems would be so much cooler to fucking understand.
Some good weed, my dudes. Good weed.
Oh, yeah, it's called purple pie.
Yeah. Instinct, to be entirely fair to you, I don't dabble with ontology. I just don't. Not my field. My field is like philosophy of what? Sorry, Terrence?
Oh no, like no, I was gonna listen to you. Like
Oh, okay.
I have a cold, so I'm like coughing.
In terms of like pure metaphysics, like just purely metaphysics, what is actually there, right? That's the distinction I'm drawing. So in terms of what is, there's the what is of perception, experience, and that's the
We
phenomenon.
was kings and shit.
Yeah.
No, like that's a
And then there's
solipsistic way of looking at it, but what is,
Yeah.
as InSync clearly has a disagreement with me with, is more than existence, like logical existence. What is
It's
encompasses
Just ignore Terrence.
dude, what is encompasses the polarity of what isn't.
Just ignore Terrence.
that's Terrence, asking you a serious question. Are you just stringing words, you know?
Oof.
No.
That's a big oof, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
If you can,
Terrence is just about to get BTFO'd by some random gun.
Terrence already did get BTFO. That was GG.
No, it's just not sure you. I swear you're stringing words, but that's fine.
I'm not stringing words.
He's
Okay.
not. That's just how he
is.
talks.
Just one man
No,
keep
He's
getting-
not. That's just how he talks.
No,
Holy shit!
Don't bully
Why?
Terrence. He's only young. Leave him alone. It's got
Okay,
lots of-
fine.
What the fuck did I say that wasn't making
Terrence,
sense?
God, it's so hard to explain. It's like Almost
I said
everything.
what is.
How does that? Almost everything.
Dude. I just said what is.
I understood you, dude.
I know what you could possibly mean. Is just like, but
Yes,
why
but what
express it like
is?
this way?
Because we're talking
It's
about what
because
is,
he
and it's
doesn't know how to
fascinating.
say it properly, man. That's why.
Uh-oh.
I mean, if you have,
He's giving it his best shot. That's exactly what it is.
Leave Terrence alone.
Okay.
Terrence did nothing wrong. You're bullying him. It's not very
you
nice.
calm the fuck down.
Cyberbully.
Calm the fuck down, bros.
Oh,
Cyberbullying.
yeah.
It's against the
Okay.
law to bully people. We can all be friends here.
Why are you bullying?
I'm JK. Terrence, fuck you, bro.
Fucking
Bullying's
Terrence.
good. It basically makes boys men. That's
At
my
2,
advice.
Matt. At 2.
See, if you bully someone, you make them into a man.
So Insync, what I'm trying to say is like just a purely metaphysical claim. I'm not sure
So
how
you're saying-
ontology relates to it.
Well, like metaphysics is the first principle, the first principles of things generally, right? And ontology is the first principles of things specifically. That is what it is, what it takes to be a thing,
Oh my god.
right? And metaphysics is what it takes to, like, what the first principles of every single different type of thing are, right? So the metaphysics of math are the first principles of math, right? And so on and so forth. So metaphysics is the first principles of all of the disparate things, whereas ontology is a branch of metaphysics broadly, which is the first principles specifically of existence.
Yep.
So, like, when you're talking about metaphysics, unless your ontological model makes sense, then most of the predications you make about it are going to be inaccurate, in probably some pretty significant ways, but at least in some minor ways.
It's not very nice.
It's true.
More reading required.
You just
I mean, think
BTFO'd
about
and
it.
won the debate. Well
That's
done.
fair.
You've defeated someone who wasn't on the city council. Fucking hell. You should be really proud of yourself.
Dude, have you listened to my discussion with the governor, man?
No.
Quite frankly, I don't particularly want to listen to it, but
Dude.
send me the recording. I'd love to hear it.
He gets fucking memed, like, progressively more over the fucking entire duration of it.
Are you going to upload our entire, like Julius's entire debate with him and our entire debate with him over the night about religion?
City councillor
Probably.
BTFO'd by
You gotta
internet
go
trolls.
through that, man. I
It's
swear you'll
fucking
have a
gold.
good time. You'll have a good time, dude. You'll just fuck, man.
City councillor
It's great.
BTFO'd by trolls. Alt-writers hate them. Find out how they
Dude, he
BTFO'd
admits. He admits. I'm like, hey, yo, Craig, listen to this, right? Dude, I shouted you out. I gave you a timestamp.
Hey, Insync, are you for or against the death penalty? I feel like I've asked you this before.
I'm against the death penalty.
Oh, sweet. We can discuss that.
No,
Yeah,
because
well-
I think when we discussed it before, you said that you're for the death penalty in specific situations. Yeah, and I would say that when I say I'm against the death penalty, I would probably make exceptions in like, extenuating circumstances. So,
There's
Like what?
overlap.
Like what?
I don't know, man. Like, if someone was a serial killer who you're pretty sure is just going to, like, either kill more people in jail or you can't release them because they're just going to commit more crimes. You know what I mean?
Why not solitary confinement? Why not test them to see how
Because you
crazy they
fucking
can be?
dude, what the fuck's wrong with you? You're basically suggesting torture.
Exactly. Like we can
Just execute
can
them.
An eye
test.
for an eye.
Dude, we
Just
can test.
execute them. Shut up, dude.
Dude,
Just
we can
execute.
No, we
test
rape
the
him.
threshold of sanity. We can test the
man.
threshold of sanity.
Terrence, you're a
Why?
fucked up motherfucker.
We sew his
Like,
asshole
you
to
are
the asshole of
fucked
another
up.
serial killer,
God damn,
and then
man.
force feed them.
That's not.
Or
Well,
we
it's
could
completely
fucking
ethical.
rehabilitate them by
It's
changing
completely
their
ethical.
narrative.
They're changing their narrative.
Yeah,
Fucking
That'd be
hell, Terrence.
beautiful.
through Anarcho-Mormonism.
Yeah, there
Oh
we go.
yeah.
That's the ticket, dude.
We inject the serum, and they become A devout Mormon.
Is that your word for it? The serum?
Into the serum.
That's
No, yeah, it's Anarcho-Mormonism.
Yeah.
It's
The
a group
serum.
of Mormons when your baby's born. They just come in and inject them with
It's
the serum.
white. It's gooey.
Oh,
Dude,
no.
priests have been injecting children with serum for a while.
Yeah. This is the serum. This one works.
The Mormon.
works.
Not like the other ones.
Dang it. Because like, no, that's like a fun talk. Because I do get people who are very, say they have like this big, argument against the death penalty, and then it's like kind of fun to engage with. Not everyone has like that much of a commitment to it.
I think we should have the death penalty for jaywalking. Like
I think
execution
that
on the
like
spot.
most of
no.
the people who are put in prison could be rehabilitated, and a lot of
Yeah.
things that people go to jail for shouldn't necessarily be crimes. But like apart from that, I definitely think that yeah, like in extreme circumstances, sometimes execution is just the best way to deal with them.
Yeah, I'm thinking like life without parole or multiple.
Look, I think
like-
specifically, I think we may disagree about the details of that, but it's not something that I've thought about enough to be willing to get into at the moment.
Oh, would have been fun.
Oh,
Oh,
Terrence, fucking clear your throat, you little bitch.
fuck you, dude.
Terrence, you're against the death
Me?
penalty, perhaps?
No, I told you.
Are you for it? I have no idea what you.
Well, you see, it's all fringy in the end.
Just change the first letter to a C and we're right.
Oh, fucking
Took
hell,
you a
man.
while.
Yeah, I mean, I gave you the time.
Yeah, not bad. Nice. Let me think.
Fuck, I need to eat some.
See, apart from like the metaphysics stuff, I don't think me and NSYNC disagree all that much. I think capitalism is a good thing. Do you disagree? Does anyone disagree?
No, I like capitalism, but I think we
Yeah.
disagree epistemologically as well.
Oh, yeah.
Well, like we had a long discussion about it, man.
Yeah, we do. I just build mine on like a kind of a quasi pragmatic thing.
Dude,
I know,
NSYNC
and like
seems- No, dude, NSYNC seems relatable because he has this whole thing going on, right? He's
What?
doing something. He's
Ooh,
doing something
expose
really
him.
evil.
what?
He's doing evil stuff, dude. He's going to the fucking.
I got this thing
No,
going
he goes
on,
to
you
the
guys.
recordings. He goes to the recordings and he listens for people's weaknesses in their arguments, then uses those in the future.
Nice.
What a madman.
So you're basically saying NSYNC's got a thing going on.
No, yeah,
Like,
it's this whole superiority complex
Dude, listen,
dude.
just ask him about
or
the.
power
ask
complex.
him- Dude, just ask him about Bohemian Grove. Ask him about Bohemian Grove.
What are you talking about?
The hell?
Ooh, defensive.
What the fuck is Bohemian?
Oh, he's
Grove?
denying it.
You don't know what Bohemian Grove is?
Denial's the first sign of me being right.
What the fuck is that shit?
Alex Jones
Ooh,
went in there and filmed all
guys.
these crazy, like, rich
Insink,
guys
are you
doing some
vegan?
crazy shit.
No, I'm not vegan, dude.
Damn it.
Fucking filthy meat eater.
Fucking sickly looking vegans.
Fucking
God
hate
damn it.
vegans.
I'm-
Fucking faggots.
They're very motivated debaters. You gotta give them that.
Vegorexics.
Yeah, that's because it gives them a moral platform.
Yeah.
How do we deal with the vegan problem? I don't know.
The
Just
It's,
make
like,
all the vegetables.
it's basically like the equation is if I can argue better than you, then I'm a better person than you.
Because every
Yeah.
vegan I've met has been like a low test faggot.
Hey, look, vegans are a good thing because they leave more meat for the rest of us. Okay, so that's
To be honest, it's
gonna
like
be-
any vegan I've met has just been a leftist.
Dude, vegans should be meat for our animals.
To be honest,
Yeah,
I think
fair enough.
veganism is good because it's removing the degenerates and weaklings
They're
from our society.
destroying ecosystems by planting vegan food.
Listen, the main reason that I have a problem with vegans is because they eat lots of plants, and that's the food of my food, and I'm not okay with that.
But like it's
I
funny
mean-
because it's like I see all these posters like, oh, you should go vegan. I'm like, God no, like I like meat. Fuck off. Leave me alone.
Do you ever feel inspired by the post to go eat meat? Sometimes I do.
Whenever I see the oh, you're killing this thing, I just go, I see what animal they've advertised, and I purposely go out of my way to eat that animal on the day I see the posters.
Yeah, and then what you do is you think to yourself, see, they did this. It's really on them, right?
But it's ridiculous. It's like, oh yeah, their arguments just don't stand up.
Do you think hidden slaughter is ethical?
Well, like here,
Hidden
how we kill.
slaughter.
I don't know how you kill things in the fucking United States where you're from, but how we kill them.
You
we
just
get a
pay
gun and
people
shoot
to
them in the
kill
head
shit for you.
Yeah, it's called specialization. Most modern societies have it.
Yes, but you know, like the whole meat industry, right? How it's regulated.
Yeah, that's pretty shit. But
I
apart
mean,
from
what do
that,
you
meat's
want?
fucking delicious.
I mean, like we're understanding more about sentience
Terrence,
and like
Terrence,
compassion
Okay,
and stuff.
no, I get what
Terrence.
you're saying, but like,
What?
Hey Terrence, every sensible person is against very cruel things.
Yes, of course. Yes, and
Yeah,
we're
so-
understanding deeper as to why.
No, but here's what I'm
Okay.
saying is like, as long as like we try to make the killing of them as like painless as we can, then we're still gonna eat meat.
Yes, but we're not currently doing that.
No, but the point is that you don't have to like saying that like the industry currently doesn't have the proper regulation isn't a justification to stop eating meat, dude.
Oh no, for sure. But
What do you mean the industry doesn't have the proper
dude,
regulation?
we're
Like the
we're-
regulations don't like properly forbid the way that the animals are treated.
we have
Well,
naturally adapted to eat meat, dude.
Here we have animals in fields, and when they get the time comes, we just shoot them in the head and we eat them. It's not that fucking difficult. Maybe in the United States you have big
No,
farms.
it's
Where
like-
I don't know.
Dude,
No,
here's-
factory
here's-
farming is really fucked up.
Dude,
we don't have that here.
here's an example of ecological evolution, right? Like we're seeing that like grasslands around
Hey,
the world
Terrence,
turning
move
into
your fucking
deserts.
mic. Move your mic away from your mouth.
Hey, fuck you, dude.
Just
Okay.
thank you.
So grasslands turning into deserts all over the world. Okay. So
Hmm.
why? Because
Somehow
we're
he
eating
gets
up the
closer to
fucking
his mic again.
The grasslands grow.
Because we're eating up the cattle that graze the fucking lands, and due to ecological fucking, you know,
But aren't vegans
eating
like
up the cattle that grazing lands, that suggests that all these lands had huge cattle and exhausted them most of the time. Like a lot of meat is factory farmed, so we introduced more cattle than could have actually existed.
most of the meat here in Ireland's all done by fields. They just put them in the field and then they shoot them.
Also,
That's it.
Yeah, you get a lot of pasture farming anyway.
like there's no like I can't like I'm not sure if there is factory farming in Ireland, but the majority, and I'm saying 99% of like meat here is done by pasteurizing, like pasture, like they're put into
Yeah.
fields and you shoot them.
Yeah,
and eat
we're
them,
the
that's it.
same in Australia as well. We do a
Yeah.
lot of pasture,
And like the meat is really
don't-
good. Like there's no this chemical shite in it, you know.
Yeah.
But the US
and
have.
that's
wait,
and
Midnight,
that's
what are you
like
talking-
I'm Aussie. Yeah, we do a lot of pasture farming. Anyway, look, I like to make a fun argument just to be disturbing to vegans, but like, you want good quality meat, you actually got to treat it well, right? So like, you know, I'm incentivized here. I want good quality beef, so I want it pastured. I don't want them hitting it with baseball bats or freaking it out or for it to be diseased. Those things don't result in good quality meat. I like good quality steaks. So, you know, treat the animal well. Actually pay money for good meat.
If
So,
you treat
so
the
I do
animal
believe
well, it's like you don't stress it out when it dies, and then the meat isn't shit.
like any country that's like I'd almost put this out, right? Australia exports good quality beef. I think Ireland does as well. And the countries that export good quality beef, they have farmers that understand that you don't go and just beat the shit out of your animals. You don't stress them because that just reduces the money you can sell it for. Hey, profit incentive. But yeah. So, you know, I'm incentivized. I'm happy to pay for free range chicken. Organic chicken.
Whenever I see them protesting, I go into the local shop and I walk in front of them and I eat a burger in front of them and they get really angry at me and they can't hot touch me, so I'm just eating here, bro. Nothing to. Just eat from here.
Just food. But it is interesting because vegans
they're just naive, dude.
Yeah, I find that a lot of vegans think that media is like get off to the suffering animals. Kind of don't. We don't. I don't. It's like it's not like, oh yes, this beef was extra tortured. It's not what I actually pay for.
Lol.
No, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. I totally get off to that while I'm eating my meat.
Yeah, dude, it's like I pay good money for that shit. Sometimes.
Just because I am actually mildly, I do find it amusing when they complain, and I just point them. I just direct them to go attack the kosher halal folk. I am part Jew, but it's fun. It's like just get the vegan, point them at the kosher halal groups, and just be like, those groups just like cut their necks and let them bleed, right? So go after those guys first.
I mean, they claim that way is the most painless way.
It's probably not, because what they do in like factory farms and stuff, just drive a spike through either the skull or that's quicker than bleeding through like your neck. Virtually all animals.
Plus, some of them use like a fucking shock bat and zap them in the brain.
Yeah. We have some very brutally quick ways of killing these animals.
Humane, say humane.
Yeah, because factory farms don't want the animal taking like 10 minutes to die. It's not in
it's actually bad. It's actually bad for the meat if the animal's stressed when it dies.
Yeah.
Like it actually makes it taste worse. So it's beneficial.
Exactly.
Like Temple Grayson actually she kind of like made the the cattle. Well, the way they used to kill cattle was like a lot worse. They'd throw them into the pits of water to clean them off, screaming, and they'd be fucking flipping out, and the meat tasted. Yeah. But then there's actually a movie about her. This like autistic person named Temple Grayson. She made the industrialized way of killing cows that they use today.
Yeah.
And the whole time they're calm up, and they don't even know they're gonna die. They just dead. But they still have shit lives up to that point.
Yeah, they don't have the world's best lives, and there are initiatives to improve them as well. There are farms that pasture them and stuff. In Australia, we try to give them some space to run and things because we do believe it results in better quality. You get like Wagyu meat, and they really like do what they can.
No, yeah, they brush it.
Yeah,
they pay people to just follow the cow around and brush it constantly.
And so you get the possibility that there are cows that live better lives than some people.
Here in Ireland, that's the case. Like the cows are treated like royalty.
So like, well,
hey, yo, insect.
What's up, man?
Potato salad.
Dude, what's your spatial thing called again?
My spatial thing?
Yeah.
What?
What's your spatial thing called again?
I don't have a spatial thing. Are you talking about aphantasia?
Yes. Yes.
Isn't that where you can't see things?
You can't visualize properly.
Yeah, I have a friend who has that.
Yeah. So it's not like it's not a space thing. It just means that when it comes to spatial reasoning, like it's very confusing for me because I don't, that part of me doesn't work properly.
You can't get a vivid image of something in your head.
No, I can make a square, right? And I can hold a square there, and I can make a cube, and other people can make a cube, and a lot more than that, right? But when I start
a rotating one?
Listen, that's what I was about to say. When I start to try to rotate the cube, bits of it go fuzzy, and anything more complicated than that is almost impossible.
Can you envision?
But does it have continuity?
Some people are. I know it's like a scale of 1 to 10.
It goes a bit fuzzy, man. It goes fuzzy, and then the more complicated it is, the less continuous it is.
Yeah, some people can't visualize any imaging at all. It's all conceptual thought. Or yeah, I think that's what. Because some people are visual thinkers, some people aren't. Some people have the inner voice.
But dude, give this a go when you're fucking free. We'll talk about it sometime.
I can't imagine that. I need the ability to visualize things. I need that. That's important thing in biology, like spatial orientation and being able to rotate complicated objects. Then again, I'm directionally retarded. Like, you put me in a car and you ask me to like drive to a place, I'll get lost.
Think
shit at
about
depth
that.
perception.
Think about like the directionally retarded thing, and apply it to like being able to like hold things in your imagination at will.
Yeah, I can kind of sympathize, even though it's like not the same. I kind of get like how it's pretty bad. Like I can get lost really easily, and it's actually a fan.
I have the same thing, man. I'm really bad with directions and stuff.
Yeah, it's funny because I can kind of see a lineage of it in my family. Like it's not just me. It gets lost. It's actually a lineage thing. Funny in a sad way. Like, yeah, great, wonderful. That means I'm really happy to have been born in this era where we have smartphones with GPSs. It's like the best thing. Had I been born like 100 years before, I'd just like died. It's been like absolutely useless.
That's not what you would say in like 2,000 years.
2,000 years ago?
It's all relative.
I'm proper fucked. 2,000 years ago.
I mean, 2000, like, wait, do you create stuff?
Do I create stuff? Yeah, I guess.
Like, are you a musician, a painter, a sculptor? That kind of
a writer. So I guess yeah, not like the not the creative arts in that sense.
Oh no, writing is
Yeah.
writing is one of the most cool ones. But like what? Like do you write novels? Oh.
Nah, non-fic stuff. Boring non-fic stuff. Variety of things. I like to ghostwrite. Ghostwriting's fun.
Especially on what?
Anything. Give me a subject.
Oh, Midnight.
Yeah.
Have you ever used Quora?
Quora. Yeah, Quora's cool. I kind of like it.
Have you ever used it, dude?
Yeah, I look up stuff on Quora. I don't like to write to it.
You
Maybe
should
'cause
you should try writing on it, man. If you like to write, it's a very cool platform for it.
It's something I've been weighing up because I've been looking at Quora and Medium and it's like, I could write articles for these things. But I'm like, F it as well. To be honest, I like getting paid to ghostwrite things. It's fun. The extra, I am a capitalist at my heart. Like I'm very, very much a mercenary. Right? Things have a price. Yeah, I'm a mercenary. Like things have a price. If I'm getting paid, it just makes things better.
No
Even
doubt,
as a
dude.
hobby, right? Like that's one of the fun things on like communists and so on. They have their conception of people as being like really friendly and able to work without money. I'm like, a mindless society would make me kind of sad. I like money. I like having that kind of fluid capacity to purchase what it is that I want for myself.
Yep, I would agree with you.
I don't need the government telling me what I need.
As far as I know, no one's come up with a better strategy than capitalism. So it seems kind of moot to criticize it. Everything has issues.
I really do like to concede bits and pieces, and I just then report random facts about their ideas. So like with communists, they're like, oh, we can figure out what everyone needs. You could figure out what I need, but I would not be happy. I have many wants. Not all of which are rational. So even if you could calculate things rational, still wouldn't be able
Not
to figure
all
out
of
what it
which
is
are
that I want.
rational, as in you have emotional ones.
Yeah, sure. I have emotional ones.
I find that language to be kind of clumsy, but I think I know what you're getting at.
Stuff that might not be easily calculated.
Yo,
Yeah,
so do
okay,
you
I'll
guys
accept that. I'll accept
Yeah,
that.
that's better, I think. Yeah.
do you guys like magic?
Hey, Terrence.
What do you even mean by that?
I reckon, like if we were to put like a percentage on the amount of times you open your mouth and say something that sort of derails the conversation, at least a little bit, right? It would probably be 70 to 80% of the time.
But you just ended
Patrick,
your
what do
fucking
you-
point.
No, but you can segue gracefully, right? If you think it's related to the conversation, make the relationship clear to us so we're not left wondering what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh, I'm not.
So,
I'm not relating it. It was
okay,
just you guys. So, do you guys
So
like
okay,
magic?
then maybe you should say, okay, this is the change of topic.
Oh my
Okay.
god! Shut
It's
the
all-
fuck
it's
up,
all-
you authoritarian.
Just
Okay,
saying.
okay,
dude,
I
just
don't even care anymore. Terrence, what question are you asking? Are you asking, do I like Magic the Gathering? Do I like magic?
You like
actual
performing
card
magic?
tricks? So okay, performing magic. I don't perform any. It's
Have
kind
you
of
ever
cool to watch the
mystified
performers.
someone?
I mystify lots of people, but it's not magic.
Yes, but did you ever make them go what the fuck?
I've also done that. Not magic, though.
Was the reaction as pragmatic as magic?
Um,
Like I'm talking about good magic, like not the crappy,
Okay, no, I haven't done any performing magic. I'm just being cute to your responses.
Oh, cool. But I think it's like, understanding our perceptual blind spots.
Yes, absolutely. So I like to
Yeah.
watch them. It's really cool to just try your best to figure out how it works. There used to be a really cool show on Netflix. Not sure. It was a show that like looked into this stuff. It was kind of neat. There's just a lot of things you can exploit about human perception because of the way that it is, the way that it functions. You are an inference machine, but because you are inferring, you make mistakes or can make mistakes that can be exploited if someone knows exactly how it is that humans certain things about the environment.
Yes, but we can keep on making the mistake and know that it is a mistake and that there are other forms out there even if we can't access them yet.
Yeah, absolutely. But it is hard to be aware of so much at once. The human working memory is actually quite small. So while we have while it's intuitive to us that you could like learn all your biases and then act against them, it's actually quite hard for you to hold that much in working memory and be functional.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So it's one of those things that's like true on paper, less true.
Thank you for listening. Like, share, subscribe, and join us in the Nameless Debates Discord. We hope to see you there.